Hey air signs, welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Lighthouse Oracle bringing you the energy forecast for the upcoming week. So this is all the way until the 21st of March. And I'm sorry if you can hear my cat. He is scratching my door because he wants to be a little butt. So we're gonna go into the tarot cards to give me an idea of what the incoming energy is looking like. We're also going to go into oracle cards to give additional messages and advice, and we'll be following up and closing with charms. So let's go ahead and get started. This is for all of my air signs, whether you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let's get started. I know in the States, daylight savings time has just started, so clocks are moving up an hour, or depending on where you live, the time may be shifting, but of course time is relative, so. Also, during this week too, it's a very eventful week. Yesterday was the new moon in Pisces, so I hope you all had a great time manifesting, doing fun things like that, with the intention of the full moon, new moon. Also, Pisces season ends this week too, so it's kind of like the astrological new year. That's it. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Three of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Wands, we have the Hangman, and then we have the Five of Pentacles and Justice. Okay, so this incoming week, I see a lot of letting go of your burdens in a way. So the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles typically resembles mastering a craft, hard work, putting in a lot of effort. But I'm seeing this as more of you're letting yourself kind of off the hook a little bit in a good way. I'm not getting a lazy-ish vibe. I'm kind of getting maybe in the past you've been putting a lot of pressure on yourself to perform or to be, it's like kind of overworking yourself a little bit. So I feel like this incoming week, there's a lot more rest, especially with the Three of Swords in reverse too. Perhaps there's a situation that has caused a lot of heartache and heartbreak, a lot of pain. And so we're allowing ourselves to feel more and allowing ourselves to dive deeper into these emotions, into the emotion of just, okay, patience. I'm hearing patience, temperance, it's okay, if something, doesn't align with your energy, you're not forcing yourself to do it. Things like that. That's kind of what I'm getting here with the Nine of Wands. And it all goes, I mean, it's one week, right? So this whole energy with the Nine of Wands, the Hangman, and the Five of Pentacles too. The Nine of Wands represents persistence, and it represents boundaries. And I feel like with these in reverse, it has to do with something that maybe you've crossed certain boundaries of overworking, of putting yourself in situations that don't serve you or that drain your energy. And so from this Hangman card, and the Justice and the Hangman are both of the major arcanas here, so this is the main theme of your week. The Hangman represents perspective, change of perspective, enlightenment. So I feel like this week you're going to recognize a lot of where you have stretched your boundaries a bit too much for the sake of other people. And because those situations have caused you to feel left out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles here. So now with this Nine of Wands and the Justice here, karma is being served this week. Karma is coming in and is like, hey, you've been in so much pain for so long. You've been working so hard to get over this certain situation, and enlightenment will come to you. And I feel like it's going to be a week of understanding and shift of perspective. So I don't see too many. The main theme I'm getting this week is patience with yourself, patience with your healing, because with the Three of Swords here, I'm feeling like prominent healing energy that's occurring. You know, the Three of Swords is like really stabbed in the heart, and so in reverse it's like taking those swords out. And I feel like we're addressing wounds this week. That's kind of what I'm feeling. We're addressing the wounds and the things that have caused this pain, the things maybe you have pushed yourself so hard to heal that you're like, okay, I don't even, it's kind of almost like trying to force healing to happen quicker. And in doing so, it's causing you to feel even more out of the cold, because I'm kind of getting that feeling of, you know, I've worked on this for so long, why am I not healed yet? But healing is always, it's continuous, and justice will be served this week as well. I'm seeing that with also the scales brings me a lot of Libra energy. So, and with the Hangman here, the name Hangman is also resembled by the planet of Neptune, and Neptune is all about the imagination, so more perspective, right? Insight, seeing things from different angles to help better serve your healing this week. So that's pretty amazing. It's a growing week. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Let's look into your oracle cards to see what else is coming in for you, air signs. What is coming in for air signs for this week? Also, St. Patrick's Day is this week too, on the 17th. So if that's significant to you, I don't really celebrate it, but you know, I welcome everyone who does. Hope you enjoy it. Let's see. What is this? Oh, we're gonna take this one. Look at that. Yeah, because there was like the pile, and then there was one that kind of just stuck. So that's the one we got. And it's new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. And I do see that coming in this week, whether it's your hard work in your healing, your hard work in trying to create this sort of balance for yourself, because I did get a little bit of an overwhelming feeling with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse coming out, the Three of Swords, and I'm kind of getting that kind of overworking to, I'm kind of getting that like overcompensating to heal. You know, it's like, it's kind of like I'm getting that image of overloading yourself with vitamins to cure a cold, which they only do so much, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like maybe there's a bit of an imbalance when it comes to how much you put into your healing. Yes, healing is really important. Yeah, like I said, if you have a cold, if you're getting over like a heartache or pain of some sort, right? And say you're sick and you take medication, you also can't overtake the medication, because then you can overdose in the medication. So there's that fine line here that I'm feeling. Again, it's that stretching your boundaries a little too much in regards to yourself. I definitely see this more as a internal work that's being shown this week. And then so yeah, your hard work is paying off, so that's pretty amazing. More earth energy here. So maybe perhaps grounding yourself, you know, realizing that healing is a process. And there's never like an end point to healing. And so when we feel like we're rushing to it, it brings more pressure on us to perform. Like I said, it's like a rush to perform, a rush to be, you know, healed. And that's not, we don't want that. We want to feel good when we're healing as well, you know, as good as we can be, you know. So let's see what other message Spirit has for air signs for this. Okay, 2 it is. Or 3, whoa. Many messages. Ah, look at that, okay. So please note this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and get rid of what does not. Also, all of the information all the decks that I use in my readings can be found in the description box below as well. So we'll go through them one at a time. So we have Being Enough. It says, in the innermost heart says, you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change. No need to grow, more deserving, you. Yes, you are love. So yeah, going back to, you deserve to feel peace while you're healing. You know, you don't need to overwork yourself to overcompensate for something that has happened to you, and that, you know, justice is served in court in its due time, and it will. So there's that card. We have Enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. So more of that. That's what I was picking up in the, you know, from the very beginning, was all this hard work and almost like an overwork, you know. And I feel like this week you're recognizing to find enjoyment in the little things. And if you haven't, this is your message to, you know, be on the lookout when you are over pushing yourself, when you're like, okay, I didn't meditate yesterday, so I'm going to meditate for 2 hours today, you know? So it's that. And also see impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. So these messages are probably pretty much echoing what I said before I even pulled these out. But if you need kind of more of a short, sweet statement to the point, you can pause on those, you know, where I zoomed in, and you can take a screenshot of it and just remind yourself to that you are enough, and that, you know, everything is unfolding in divine timing, and to find enjoyment in the little things. You know, I do see this as very, there's like a little bit of cloudiness here, but there's also a lot of beauty in it too. Like there's all this greenery and flowers, and even being left out in the cold, there's still all this beautiful snow. If you see it that way, you know, there is beauty in a lot of the pain and a lot of the things that we tend to lose focus on. There is certainly something to be recognized. And especially this week, recognizing that you are enough, to have patience with yourself on your healing journey, to have patience with, you know, justice being served, and seeing things from a different perspective. It's kind of like, okay, I've meditated 5 hours in a row for the past week, and I haven't reached enlightenment yet. What's happening? You know, it's that, again, that added pressure, and it's pushing, all this pushing, like pushing to heal, pushing to do this, pushing to create something different, is just making it into harder work than it needs to be. And it's paying off. The things you've been doing thus far to heal, to work on yourself, are paying off. But if you put so much pressure on it, then you may not even see the little things that come, that the seeds have sprouted. You know, a lot of times we focus on the flower and not the whole root and everything that goes into growing plants and stuff. So there's that message. We'll get one more. This is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. I forgot to use this in the last week's what was it? Last week's energy forecast. So let's see what form of self-care my air signs should focus on to bring more of this enjoyment energy in. Oh, look at that. Okay, a dream journal. This one flipped over. So perhaps keeping a dream journal. Maybe you're having more vivid dreams. So maybe, you know, taking note of what those dreams are saying can be very important to you. Maybe very important to you, I'm sorry. And also, you know, there may be certain signs and synchronicities that you find in your dreams that may resonate with this message too. And they may be subconscious. So sometimes our dreams don't exactly make sense when we wake up and we're like re-narrating in our head, and it's like, okay, I was on a floating ship and this happened and blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly you're like, whoa. You know, so writing it down and maybe keeping that journal, you can start to grasp certain patterns. So maybe in all of your dreams, you're picking up feathers, And feathers may be a sign that your angels and guides are with you. And so when you see that pattern, you're like, oh, okay, maybe in the 3D, when you wake up and you see feathers, that's like confirmation of the dreams that you've been having. So that may be very important. So let's go ahead and go into charms, and then we'll end the reading to see what else their energies is coming in for this week. I do like that my message is pretty short and sweet this today. That's pretty cool. Clarity. Let's see, what are the messages? What is coming in for air signs for this week? Okay, lots of things. So we have the number 16, which is actually the Tower card in tarot. So maybe there may be a big shift when it comes to how we perceive ourselves and perceive our journey this week. We have another number 13, which is the Death card. See, death and rebirth. So a lot more of that energy here. We have this memory key, so perhaps a lot of memories are coming up in order for you to push through and heal. So maybe those, those memories that once were super painful, or maybe once were very triggering, it's kind of like maybe we're seeing some sort of shift, some sort of big shift in terms of those memories. Maybe they no longer hurt as much. Maybe you're like, oh, I didn't think I'd think of that and not cry anymore, which is beautiful, right? That's progress. That's growth, and we love that. Also, I see XOXO, which is that like kisses and hugs charm when it's in this travel, and I am using this diagram for reference. And this memory key is in line with the love, home, and work. So maybe it has to do with a certain home situation or love, or in the workplace. Yeah, this X's and O's perhaps is more to do with, family and traveling for the sake of love or things like that, or traveling not in search of love, but in more sense in kind of like traveling because you enjoy it. Yeah. We also have this little monkey here, which maybe this week it has you feeling a little monkeyish, a little crazy, because there's a lot of work in the workplace. Maybe work is going to make you feel a little bit triggered here, and maybe work in terms of career may start to have an effect. So be on the lookout for that. I'm also getting like that phrase, not my circus, not my monkeys. So kind of not injecting yourself into things that don't serve you, or that my cat has decided to make an appearance. Sorry, bro. I have my behind the scenes is a mess. I have open decks everywhere. So let's just get through this. So we also have this triangle charm here, which reminds me of a lot of this water energy. If you look at it this way, it's that symbol of water. So your emotions, and again with the monkey here, I feel like maybe we're, keeping our boundaries in terms of how we deal with emotions at work. Whether it's, not my circus, not my monkeys, so I'm not going to worry about it because it's not my problem. Maybe not absorbing as much of other people's energies anymore this week, or at least keeping it, at a safe distance so it doesn't drain you as well. We also have this little doggy bone. Super cute. So it's a little dog bone. And in the home area, so I'm kind of getting that loyalty to your home. Maybe you're getting a puppy. Maybe you want a puppy this week. Oops. But I'm getting more of a playful energy when it comes to being at home. Getting also another phrase, give a dog a bone. We also have this letter J here. This looks like the letter, it's like a letter J in the home. We have a Scorpio charm here in terms of in the love section. Ooh. We have this other charm here. I think looks like an I, the letter I. So focusing on self-love. Scorpio energy is also very prominent in the death card too. So more of that death and rebirth. a lot of things in terms of our inner emotions. The emotions that we keep to ourselves, that we don't show to other people. Scorpio is that very mysterious energy, that very secretive energy. So I feel like maybe you're making your wishes, you're keeping things close to your chest, I feel like this week. See the things that you wish to to manifest in terms of love. Maybe you're keeping it more towards yourself, and there's a transformation that may be coming in this week. There's also this little charm of the leaf here, which I'm noticing much more the bite, like the little missing piece here, which gives me it's like that domino effect of the caterpillar to the butterfly. So I'm seeing more transformation in terms of also leaves, the changing of the seasons. We're also entering spring this week. So the first day of spring is on the 20th of March, which is when Pisces seasons end. So it's very transformative, I feel like, this week. Turning over a new leaf is what I'm hearing as well. We also have this little angel wing charm. So perhaps your friends may be maybe more so guiding you during this week too. Your angels, your angels are your friends and are your guides. And so are your friends are your angels. So it's kind of like your friends are there to help you during this time of uncertainty, maybe during the transition period. And there's also this diamond charm here, which reminds me of just that saying, diamonds are forever. So friendships too, the friendships that you work really hard to because friendships are like any other relationship. You have to put in the work to receive, and you put in effort, and you invest in a friendship. And so your investments are helping you in terms of this transition and recognizing your soul tribe and those diamonds in your life, which is beautiful. Also the letter E, so there may E is for anywhere at any time. Wait. Oh, friends. I'm getting that SpongeBob song. F is for friends who do stuff together. Oh, that's fun. I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, there's a letter E there, so maybe an E. Someone's name starts with an E, a friend, maybe a certain friend that you've been thinking about, that you've wanted to connect with. Maybe an initial. Also, I see there's this horse charm here, which kind of reminds me of the knight, like the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands is like almost, because the Knight of Swords is like rush towards, it's like active, much more active. This is much more like prancing, very like about to leap. So creative endeavors, maybe taking a leap of faith. Knight of Wands is very creative, adventurous energy. So yeah, I'm gonna zoom this in for you all, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading here. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to continue to postpone the check-in readings for the time being. I'm doing things, trying to see what piques my interest, trying to have more fun with it. But all of the information about the box, because I bought this off of Etsy, the decks that I use, or all that other information can be found in the description box below. I hope that this reading resonated with you, that it brought some clarity, that may be a guiding hand into your week. And I hope that you all come back and see me again in another reading. Okay, take care, air signs. Bye.